Well, we made it to the lake. And this is the log cabin that my buddy and I have been working on for the past 4 years. There is the lake. I'll show you a bit more about it after. I'll go inside here just a second. And this is the log cabin. The old Ukrainian log homestead turned into a log cabin on the lake. As you can see, we're still in the midst of completing the project, but it's come along. We'll go upstairs here and take a quick look. This did have a floor going right across the entire top here, but we decided to keep part of that out and give us sort of a cathedral look, which is kind of gives it a roomier look anyway. When you come into here, this is sort of the master bedroom, I guess, and you got a pretty nice view of the lake from here too, so you get to see everything. It's usually like a sheet of glass out there, really nice. Anyway, so it still needs some work. We still need to finish filling in the gaps and insulation and completing the floor and such, but it's coming. Just a quick look inside the cabin here. Some of these logs were through the mill, as you can see on the timbers on how they were cut. But amazingly enough, some of these were hand hewn too. Of course, the ends of these, if it means anything to anybody, these are called dovetails. This is how the Ukrainian folk did it back in the early 1900s when they were building their old Ukrainian log homesteads. They would actually have this entire wall covered with about 4 inches of mud and straw on both sides, and all the cracks filled in between, of course. And it would keep them somewhat insulated for the winter. Alright, here's the cabin from the front view, looking down at the lake. We made it pretty strong. It took us about 48 railway ties and umpteen bridge timbers underneath here. I don't know if you can really see, but lots of room under here anyway. And this is what happens when you don't pull your dock out before the lake freezes. But it held together, nothing we can't fix anyway. Looks like a beautiful day here. Lots of seagulls, lots of animals around. Yeah, it's a gorgeous place to hang out. Great view from the bus, and there's the cabin. I've seen multiple spheres above the cabin. I've seen an elongated diamond craft right over here in the sky, and another one approximately right here as I sat on shore about, well, on the dock on the boat right about there. Anyway, it's been quite the experience here with the crafts, and of course my most recent one was probably about there in the sky. But you guys really got to be here to really enjoy the seclusion, all the animals, the quietness. Alright, this is my perspective for where the elongated diamond was in the sky. My first encounter. My second encounter was a little bit further down, but then again, I was over here. It was just out on the edge of this point right here when there was a silver disc right above the boat. And that was my first encounter back in 2002. Anyway, and of course back over here above the cabin, which is in the trees there, you can see the cabin there. I had encountered 2 nights in a row with multiple spheres right above the cabin, and of course the orange sphere right above us right here on the side of the lake, which we saw. But the reason why we are here today It has nothing to do with enjoying the lake, unfortunately. That'll be saved up for this weekend. A bit of work, of course, as always. But that big white truck right there is the objective today. To pick that up, get it started and bring it back to town. Right here you see we have a whole bunch of more logs from another log home we tore down. We have even more logs at another location. This is the old Apache, and believe it or not, it's a dump truck as well. It's got a PTO on it, so it actually runs really well. Not much to the engine, but awesome truck. And sends the tour. And how appropriate. End up waiting for a train.
Whoa.
Doesn't seem to be moving either. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. We'll see you guys. Potential roadkill. Hey, look. We have our dog protesting. What's he protesting? He's protesting this train right here that's barely moving. We've been sitting here for 10 minutes now. Anyway. Alright, looks like he's going the other way. Come on, lucky dog. What a good pup. Alright, we'll see you guys.